Maya was known as Miss Calypso.
Judy said this woman told the best stories, people she'd known. They were stories of adventure that she had. They were stories about her career in nightclubs in California, on and on. And she said she's got a book in her of some kind.
He said, would you write an autobiography? I said, no, thank you. No, I don't. I write poetry and I have plays. I'd written a 10-episode series for PBS. If you get to heaven before And finally, he said, Miss Angelou, I won't call you again. I said, that's good. He said, because, writing autobiography as literature is almost impossible. I said, well, in that case, I'll try.
The key takeaway theme for Maya Angelou and Still I Rise is transformation, that it is possible for an individual to transform and find her voice, that it is also possible for a country to transform. And I think we need to hear that now more than ever, from the Jim Crow South to the women's movement to the literary movement that Maya Angelou was involved in. She transformed herself and she transformed along with the country to prove that we all can do that and can continue.
She's been the person that has literally been at my back and at my front, leading me through this sort of matrix of fame, notoriety, growing into yourself as a woman. The best thing she ever said to me was, "You are enough." So her understanding of that for herself and being able to impart that through her work and her words to our culture is that each of us, just the way we're born, just with the gifts that we have to offer, you alone are enough.
I think one of the biggest takeaways from the film is persistence. Maya Angelou had an amazing career, but it was built on persistence and overcoming endless challenges to get to where she was. And she also did it with a sense of tremendous grace and even with humor. And I think those are lessons that resonate very strongly today.
And I said, excuse me, may I speak? The young man who was crazy said, I wouldn't give a, I said, I understand that. But may I speak to you? You see, if they think they've really got it wrong, so I said, I see that. But when was the last time anyone told you how important you are? You're the best we have. Do you know that our people stood on auction blocks for you? Did you know we got up before sunrise and slept after sunset so that you could stay alive? You could be here this day? I put my arm around his waist and I just walked him down a little sort of decline, and I talked to him about our people.
And she put her arms around him and she just walked him away. And they had their own private moment. I don't know everything that was said, but it was phenomenal.
Suddenly he started to cry. And I turned his back to the crowd and just talked to him. I didn't have a Kleenex or handkerchief. I just took my hand and wiped his face. And when he had control of himself again, I continued to my trailer. Within 2 minutes, Miss Janet Jackson came to my trailer. She said, Dr. Angelou, I don't believe you actually spoke to Tupac Shakur. So I said, darling, I don't know Six-Pack Shakur.
I think the Maya Angelou film is a tremendously inspirational story, and I particularly hope it reaches kids in schools and colleges, universities, because they can look at her life and see what she overcame, and with their own challenges they can overcome similar things themselves. So I'm hoping the idea of inspiration is the main takeaway from the film.
Get your work done. Study. Put it in the brain. This machine will do anything for you. Anything. It will take you to China if you want to go. It will take you to New York if you want to go. It will make you principal of this school if you want it to. You understand? Somebody is going to make laws for this entire land. Is it going to be you? The chance is there. It's so exciting.